Pakistan has emerged as the country most impacted by terrorism globally, according to the Global Terrorism Index 2026, released by the Institute for Economics and Peace. The report highlights a sharp resurgence in violence, with 1,139 deaths recorded across 1,045 incidents in 2025, the highest level since 2013. The findings point to a worsening security situation driven by increased militant activity and instability in key regions, raising serious concerns over the country's ability to contain the growing threat of terrorism and maintain internal security. With a score of 8.57, Pakistan has replaced Burkina Faso as the country most impacted by terrorism, according to the Global Terrorism Index published by the Institute for Economics and Peace. This marks the first time since 2011 that Pakistan has topped the index, underscoring a significant deterioration in its security landscape. The report, released by the Sydney-based independent think tank, highlights a sharp resurgence in terror-related activity, raising concerns over escalating violence and the growing challenges faced by authorities in tackling militant threats across the country. The Global Terrorism Index report by the Institute for Economics and Peace highlights that Pakistan is facing mounting security risks due to strained relations with neighboring countries and a surge in militant violence. The report specifically points to the growing threat from the Tehrik-i-Taliban Pakistan and the Balochistan Liberation Army, whose escalating activities have intensified instability across key regions. It underscores that the combination of geopolitical tensions and increased insurgent operations has significantly worsened Pakistan's internal security environment, raising serious concerns over the country's ability to effectively contain the rising threat of terrorism. According to the 2026 Global Terrorism Index released by the Institute for Economics and Peace, India recorded a score of 6.43 with over 142 terror-related incidents, more than 100 fatalities and 118 injuries in 2025. Meanwhile, Iran ranked 18th on the index, while the United States was placed at the 28th position. The Global Terrorism Index remains a comprehensive study analyzing the impact of terrorism across 163 countries, covering nearly 99.7% of the world's population. In 2025, global deaths from terrorism fell by 28% to 5,582, while incidents dropped by 22% to 2,944, marking the lowest levels recorded since 2007. However, the report noted a contrasting trend in Western countries, where terrorism-related fatalities surged sharply by 280% to 57 in 2025. This spike has largely been attributed to rising anti-Semitism, Islamophobia, and politically motivated attacks, highlighting shifting patterns in global terrorism. Among terror outfits, the report identified the Islamic State and its affiliates as the deadliest globally in 2026, responsible for nearly 17% of all attacks. Other major groups included Jamaat Nusrat al-Islam wal-Muslimin, Tehrik-i-Taliban Pakistan, and Al-Shabaab, which together accounted for about 70% of all terrorism-related deaths in 2025. The report also raised concerns over the evolving situation in Iran, warning that escalating conflict could destabilize the wider MENA region and increase the risk of terror groups carrying out attacks beyond its borders. It further highlighted growing threats from youth radicalization and lone wolf attacks, noting that such incidents have risen sharply in recent years, posing a significant global security challenge.